And one. Hey everyone, another Lunchmeat Classic Finals. I'm glad to be here again with Johnny Pastrami. Hey Johnny.
Hi, hello. We're
All right,
here. We've done it.
Brady, can you hear us? Are we good to go? I tried explaining to my wife earlier today who you are, Johnny, and it's difficult to explain you without someone having experienced you.
Okay.
But it was really interesting. I was like, yeah, his name's Johnny Pastrami. She's like, what's his real name? I'm like, the only other alias I know is Jonathan Pastramathan, and I feel like that can't be real, so I'm not too sure.
I mean, my real name is just on my Longshanks. It's
Oh, is
there.
it?
It's just I have, yeah.
But the
So,
mystery is better.
okay, that's fair. Yeah.
All right, well, we've got here a likely mirror tonight, although Jeremy is also playing Shield. I don't know. I haven't seen Shield versus Defenders on the table yet. Do you have any thoughts on that matchup? Is there any reason why Nobility might want to go Shield over Defenders?
I guess it might depend on the scenario drop. I know he has like a lot of wide or wider extracts. So, like, with that, you can definitely. Actually, no, just kidding. These are the older versions of the list. So, nope, they're pretty much the same. So, yeah, I don't know. It's probably going to be a Defenders off.
Well, Jeremy's
Just
got
looking at this.
he's got the Prio here. I don't know if there's too much different between their lists. He's got Mcron. I don't know if we've got Mcron on both sides. We don't. So only minor differences between the lists. I think there's a Meteors on
Yeah.
one side and an Mcron on the other. Looks like we were pulling
You got the
extracts
two
here for Deaton.
hamburgers. Yeah. And then we got deadly meteors for the secure. Okay,
Okay.
fun.
Well, Deaton's gonna pick 19 here because he definitely prefers the higher threat. And defenders definitely do in general. I'd expect to see probably four wide from Deaton.
Yeah, I'd assume the same out of Jeremy as well too. Like it would. I would not be surprised if we had an exact mirror.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect to see Shield here on Meteors. I don't think that the ability of Namor Zemo to move around the board is particularly helpful here. I
Right.
think the terrain
Exactly.
might play a bit of a factor though, with the south side with the size 4 portal, the Hydra missiles right on top of the secure point and the extract. I wonder if that's going to be
Yeah,
relevant at all.
it definitely could. Like neither. Like I guess they both will probably have Blue Marvel, and he can clear out terrain to like get rid of like pesky cover because beyond just the normal defensive stuff, I think cover just puts the list completely over the top. So
Yeah.
having like a tool to get rid of that will probably be good
So when you were
for both of them.
playing APOC, I know like I've heard you and DeLuca both say that a specific team had an advantage based on Prio in that mirror. Do you think Prio matters a ton here? Do you think Jeremy having the priority gives him a significant advantage each round?
So it depends on like how wide they both go. Like if they're both four wide, it'll probably be a little more even. But if like one person went four or five, then it definitely could make the difference. But it looks like they're both four.
Oh, Deaton's got Daredevil and Jeremy's got Yondu. Yondu is a remnant of the duel that he's got going on. I guess Deaton
Yep.
probably has the Daredevil duel as well, although I think he's not high on that anymore.
Yeah, he's probably not doing Daredevil. Daredevil's still just like pretty good because he gets blanks and three defense and stealth. Or no, this one doesn't have stealth. That's right. Yeah. But like, yeah, being like somewhat more defensive into like your opponent's like Strange or Blue Marvel is probably important.
Yeah, I think both players have acknowledged that their list would be pretty different if they were to play this game in the next lunch meet or for Adepticon, but
Yeah, for sure. There's like definitely been iterations. So
we have Daredevil going down in the center for Deaton and Doctor Strange on the north side for Nobility. Train definitely going to impact their deployment here.
mhm. Oh yeah.
I'll be interested to see who's going to go for the middle first. I would expect a Blue Marvel to pick that up because or maybe Bill, because those are the two most durable models on the screen. It's tough to say though. In these matchups, points don't often matter a ton, so I'm never sure when to initiate grabbing that center extract.
Yeah, I think if your opponent just like seeds it and gives it to you, then it's like, all right, I'll take it. But like, it's not worth dying over. That's for sure. So yeah, it really will just depend on who wants to like kind of flinch first and go for it. Daredevil, I don't think is like the worst guy to pick it up. He's probably fine. You can probably put him in a way where his like butt will be like just barely behind that like size 2 node, and it'll end up having like cover against a lot of stuff. And then like Count Blank's cover with like a strange buff is pretty tanky.
Yeah, I don't care for
So
Daredevil in this game. I think the throw changes definitely help him, but Strange being able to heal him and add dice is definitely relevant.
for sure, yeah. So he
Looks
might actually be pretty good, yeah. Shang I think is a similar boat too.
What we see here on Nobility side, he's packing his models together, Yondu, Strange, and Blue Marvel all on that north side, Shang in the center. And for Deaton, he's doing kind of the opposite, where he's got three of his best models or strongest models towards the south. What's the thinking here in deployment? Is it heavily impacted by the terrain, or is there a strategy they're kind of going for here?
Oh yeah, they're just gonna probably play it like a Demons Downtown, except across the map kind of thing.
Okay.
And they're both gonna like kind of set up on their like home point to play out there, get the stuff, and then kind of go from there.
Well, Jeremy did win the priority the second time, which has a
Okay.
52% win rate on Longshanks for those following that. We'll see if that plays out here today.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because like with the APOC mirror, going second was always like the big advantage because you could just react to your opponent's thing and you'd get the last like APOC punch. This is probably not quite the same because like Blue Marvel and Strange aren't going to reach that far or whatever, and like
Mhm.
maybe just get to like kind of poke into like the center line. So
Well, we have Yandu double moving up here for Jeremy, picking up the north side extract.
yep, makes total sense. I mean, you want to set up your
He has nothing to threaten
gun
him yet.
guy who gets like yeah, there's nothing to threaten him. You want to set up the gun guy that gets better gun when he has a thing, so it just makes sense.
All right, Deaton looks like he's going to leverage the wall crawling abilities of Daredevil to go grab the south extract. Sitting behind the turret there, he'll be pretty safe. Also, I guess the deployment isn't as impactful in a game where both players are bringing pentagrams. It can just completely
Uh,
change the look of the map. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you can pop out anybody's portal in this game, correct?
you sure can. I am very looking forward to the pentagrams chicanery that happens once we get rolling here.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is moving up here to grab this north secure. We'll see if Jeremy gets it. I'll be
Yeah, he's
curious to
got
see in the
4
mirror.
dice, probably pretty good odds of hitting it. He did, but
Yeah, it takes
takes the
damage.
damage. But whatever.
I'll be
Think
curious to
Strange will be okay.
see if the mirror impacts when either player decides to go for their pentagrams. Because one of the things I've heard from Deaton is that sometimes delaying the pentagrams to round three can be game winning. And I wonder if
For sure,
that
yeah. Yep.
matters in the mirror, if there's going to be sort of a. So Jeremy will have the option first to play his pentagrams. So Deaton can kind of respond to that.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to play your pentagrams in response to your opponents,
Exactly.
because then your opponent just gets to like kind of has free reign over where they're going to pop up. I think once you have like priority, then it's time to like pop it. So if your opponent like has priority, they're going to pop it first. You'll probably wait around, and then presumably they're going to use that to like daze someone on your side. Then that's going to give up priority, and then you're going to get it back, and then you'll be able to like kind of pop through their portals and go punish them that way. So that's kind of what I'm expecting for the cadence of like Portal happening, but we'll see. So
Yeah, we have Deaton doing the exact same thing that Jeremy did on the
yeah,
south side, taking a
yeah,
damage. Except he
yep, set it up
missed he
perfectly.
missed the secure though.
Oh well,
I just
should just rolled better, and he took a
yeah.
damage, but he got a
Yep.
power back. So I mean, not the worst outcomes, I guess, but
Yeah. Blue Marvel going up
could have been
for
better.
Jeremy, grabbing the center extract for him. A little
Yep,
bit of an
makes
advantage
sense.
now for Jeremy.
Yep, and then Bill is going to come out here and do the cool thing and try to put shock on Blue Marvel because that's just going to like take away a lot of his output. And you're very fine with like your Bill
Hmm.
going up, giving up like one turn to do that. Just kind of like set up and like effectively stagger Blue Marvel or make him much worse. So yeah, because you
Uh,
get like 6 dice reroll two, and you get to put a hex on him too,
yeah, so we have
which is
three
great.
three
So
successes so far with two rerolls coming in now. Two
yep,
blocks on Jeremy's side.
okay,
Bill does not convert, but he does leverage a damage, a hex, and a shock, as you mentioned.
yep, yeah. All of those are going to be a big deal into Blue Marvel. He does not like any of that crap. So that's kind of the trade. But you're giving up, scenario presence for good scenario or like for attrition. So we'll see how it plays out. And I think that's kind of like where Deaton is going to be forced to go now is to start fighting and just kind of play towards that.
Yeah, both players playing pretty fast here, which is a testament to their strength, because I definitely would not know exactly what to do in this matchup to start out. I have not played a Defender's Mirror.
I have also not played a Defender's Mirror, so yeah, it
Oh,
looks like just
very
using
aggressive.
yeah, for sure. Like using priority or whatever, you can
Yeah.
next turn you'll be like pretty safe from Blue Marvel. You can just like check range and stuff. Yeah, he's kind of
Yeah, he could
looped
also
himself a little.
potentially respond to Deaton's pentagrams, like depending on where he puts a pentagram down next round. If Jacob decides to do that, Shang can just pop through there and get back to his own strange.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, you just charge through, get a damage, hopefully, and then you just pop on over. Be perfect.
Yeah, Shang just hanging out inside cover and avoiding Blue Marvel. He'll have charge on 9 next round.
Yep.
Possibly to go into Daredevil. I don't think he might be a little out of range for that, though. All right, Blue Marvel
Hopefully,
coming up here for Deaton.
Blue Marvel doesn't poop his pants here. Like strange. Okay, the nightmare has not begun. All right.
All right, neither player
So
opting to use a Defender's token, which is actually good for us. It's less
yeah,
confusing.
yep, it's very nice. Yeah.
All right, so minor lead for Nobility, holding 2 extracts, 1 on his Blue Marvel and 1 on his Yondu.
Oh shit, it's over. He's up 3-2. Nothing can happen to break this like lead. So yeah, no, we're looking good. Yeah,
All
it
right.
should be nice. Yeah.
Now this is the interesting decision as to whether Jeremy decides to leverage the pentagram. You imagine he probably does to be able.
So he's only at 3 power. It costs 3 power. Oh, he's just going for it. Okay, nice.
So I'm thinking he
I
wants to leverage that because Shang probably wants to do something, then go back through the portal.
that's true. Yeah, and you can kind of put it right in front of everyone. Yeah, that seems good.
Yeah, so we have one portal going down here. I think it's just off of outside of range 1 of his Blue Marvel, so a little off where it needs to be, but yeah, so
Yep.
Shang
Okay.
will be able to get there with 1 walk.
Yeah, he just has to deal some damage. Otherwise, funny stuff might happen.
Yeah, but it looks like he'll be able to charge, hit Bill, and if he can generate power, stun Bill, maybe even. Although that's a little, oh, Doctor Strange though down there being able to add dice. Let's see if Deaton
Right.
decides
Exactly.
to go with his own pentagram here. I think he's probably
I
going to hold off, I'd imagine.
yeah. I mean, unless he just wants to let chaos reign. Oh hell yeah! Let's go. All right. Well, I was completely wrong. These people are both just madmen and are just going hard with it. So love to see it.
All right, so he's putting his
Uh huh. Yep.
he's putting it
All
right on
right.
top of his Blue Marvel and his Doctor Strange, so he'll be able to
Yep.
get his Blue Marvel through, which is a little scary for Yondu.
It's also kind of fun that he's putting it right on his point too. So as long as he can like body block his point and like protect that,
Oh, this
it
is
can definitely
interesting.
make
So
some.
he's
Yeah. So because you can go
yes.
through any of them or whatever, there's just yeah, it's just put as many guys as you can on your portal essentially and have them like be able to go to wherever. And just like yeah, just let it go. Whatever. Everyone goes everywhere. Portal fun.
This this feels like an ultimate encounter right now.
Yes,
This
yes,
is
it does. Oh lordy, here we go.
all right.
Okay, so I assume so with this or whatever, do you still follow the Shang plan and just kind of go for it and let it rip?
I think so because you can maybe get Bill. You won't be able to get Bill off that point, but you'll be able to maybe stun him, pop through your own portal, get back to Strange at some point. Yeah. So here we see the charge coming in.
Yeah,
Shang will have his option of several portals he can jump through.
yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
definitely wants to be able to like go for the pay to flip or whatever, especially if he like ends
Mm.
up lucking into a bunch of power. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, I think it's a fairly safe play. He could also. I wonder how
You could do
far.
some pretty fun stuff too with 1 inch punch
I
as
was going to
well.
Blue Marvel. Yeah, I like this a lot. Get
Yeah.
Blue Marvel away from the portal.
Yep.
6 coming in for Shang. What do we have? Oh, big hit coming in
Mhm.
from Shang-Chi. 5 successes with 2 crits coming in.
And the stagger. Let's
Oh,
go.
boy. All right, well, Blue
Okay.
Marvel takes 3.
Oh,
He'll get hexed. He'll get probably, oh, staggered.
Yeah, staggered
and push
hex.
through
Yeah.
his trouble.
Yep.
So he cannot be stunned, right?
Yeah, I think he's immune to stun. Yeah, Incinerated stun. He's like APOC. What's with blue characters and having those things? Oh, you're just gonna push Strange away? I like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
stun strange. I like that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep. And now you have enough power too to like also.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
how much
just
that
gonna go into whatever.
matters for strange. I'm sure it matters a bit, but like the soul gem is still pretty relevant here.
For
And it,
sure. Yeah, I don't think the stun actually matters for Strange. I kind of since you got into that power, I almost think pushing Bill there would have been best. And then you like
uh,
push Blue Marvel on your second attack, and then you just kind of
hmm.
teleport out.
Yeah, he's got options. So I would have liked to see the teleport the push on Blue Marvel. He's actually going to strange right now.
Yeah, might as well. If you can get like
Uh,
the stagger on him too, why not,
I
right?
think strange buffed his dice. He did. Okay,
He did buff
big
his
big
dice,
blocks
yeah.
coming in. Did he get
Yep.
the? No, he didn't get the stagger.
No,
But
little
he
stagger,
will get
but
a hex on him. Oh
it's
no,
only
it's
once
once
per
per
turn
turn.
for
Right.
leadership, so
Yep.
yeah, he's
Okay.
gonna push. Okay, yeah, I guess not pushing Marvel is fine. It's like, all right, Marvel, if you gonna come through the portal, buddy, at like 3 health or like 3 damage already taken and a hex on you, Godspeed, comrade. You know,
Yeah, he's
that's
looking
fine.
right now to see if he can get greedy, get the stun, and get him off the point.
Yeah, it looks like he got it. So no,
Oh
no, he
no, he missed
missed.
it.
Big sad.
Yeah, I mean it's still a win pushing Bill, so he's effectively staggered both Bill and Blue Marvel,
Yep.
and he pops back through his portal.
Yeah, and you can force them to like kind of come through unless they want to give you cover. Or if they come through, they ignore cover. But then they've come through into Yondu, Strange, Blue
Yeah,
Marvel Rain. So
yeah, I'm not sure what Deaton wants to do here. You're holding one extract on Daredevil, who's one of your better bunker busters, but he's not in a position to do
mhm.
that right now. He needs
Yeah,
power.
yep.
One of the things that I know Eric. Ooh, we got a card being. Oh, that's pentagrams. We saw that already.
Yeah.
I mean, you could walk with Strange, and I guess you could even just go through your portal and just go towards this like center-ish portal, the one that's just above the Hydra missile. You could get some shots into Blue Marvel, maybe
Oh
push
yeah,
him around.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
it looks
seeing
like
that
that's
right now.
exactly what he's doing. Yeah. Using the nice Konami code for like 7 inches and change or whatever to be away. Love it.
Okay, so that long move there, is that the same as a range 4? Oh, he's going to Blue
No,
Marvel
it's
anyway.
shorter than the
Okay.
range 4, but
Well, he's going to Blue Marvel. I didn't see. So it looks like,
it is longer than like a 3, so it's kind of like the perfect range or whatever to be out of Shang's like defensive stuff and still be out of 3 of him
yeah, right now
or
Dean's
whatever. So within 4 and out of
pushing.
3. Yeah, yep,
He's
yep.
pushing just one through at the moment, which is enough to push Blue Marvel at least.
Yeah, that's all you need. Just get a damage and a push and get him out of there. And you get like 2 power out of it too, so you're pretty happy with that. That gives you like enough money then to like heal your Blue Marvel. So
There's some thinking going on here. I wonder if it's Deaton thinking about a reroll all, try to get a little greedy.
Nobility might be doing his time antimatter barrier thing where he gets to like do the
Oh,
rerolls.
okay. Is that 3 power?
It's 3 power, yeah.
Okay.
So it would stop the push potentially, and I think that's what he's kind of valuing.
Yeah, he only needs to get into one more block, so not
Yep,
and counting skulls, that's not impossible to do.
for sure, yeah. No, it looks like he's just gonna accept it.
Oh, actually, we're getting a push away.
Yeah,
I
I
like
would
that.
just definitely try to push him off the portal or whatever.
Yeah,
Just get him out of there
it's
as much as
effectively a
possible.
stagger.
Yeah.
And then Strange will be range 4 of Shang-Chi, right? Because of the
Yeah,
measurement?
he's within
Yeah.
range. Yeah, he's within range 4, out of range 3. So he's like in the perfect spot here.
Currently, Nobility's Doctor Strange not in a position to buff any more dice, so you might be able to luck yourself into a pretty nice hit into Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you will have cover, but like I think you're fine with that. Not the biggest deal.
All right, so we've got the push resolve there on Blue Marvel, and now we'll see Strange into Shang-Chi.
Yep.
I guess he was holding the power on Blue Marvel to still range 3 of Shang-Chi, so he can reroll Shang's dice potentially.
All right. Well, what if Shang just takes 2 damage through his 3 blocks? Okay.
3 damage, right? Oh no, here.
He has cover.
Oh, the cover, right?
Yeah, the node is yeah.
Yep, yep,
Yeah, so we'll take 2, and but I mean that's what you need. Just push him into the shadow realm, far away from everything else,
yep. And now,
and give him a hex too. Yeah.
Strange has the power to heal Blue Marvel and buff dice at some point if he needs to do that.
Yep. Exactly.
I think Deaton could
Ah.
potentially see. We might see Deaton go last with Daredevil, maybe to be able to. He can tank 1 hit next round with some Strange dice.
Yeah, I think he like goes and takes like the center meteor, and then just kind of like brings some parity back,
Yeah.
or tries to, anyways. So
All right, so that was Doctor Strange for Deaton. Now we've got Yondu coming up here for Jeremy. Looks like he might just take a pot shot into Doctor Strange, but also maybe block the Mystic Portal, or at least block one side of
yeah,
it.
for sure. Yep. Yeah, make it so if Dean wants to come and interact with like the center or his stuff, he's gonna have to like kind of make waste move actions to do so. So he can't just like plop on there. It seems good.
I kind of like Deaton's positioning right now with Bill being able to go take that center. Daredevil come in
I do
there.
too. Yep.
Yeah. Jeremy thinking here.
Depending on the angle too, I think that Bill might be able to go off of the portal closest to like Jeremy Strange and be on the like center scenario point. So he could just like walk over there, get that punch Strange, and then like also do the flip too,
Hmm.
and get like because stun does something against Strange sometimes. So
I think it might
just kind of being
be
over
a
there.
little tight, especially
Yeah,
because
it's close.
that
Yeah,
that note is
for
there,
sure.
making the angle a little bit tighter than like if that. I think if that size 2 isn't there, it's very likely he can.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty close though, for sure.
I think the way that both players too are trying to limit the actions of the other player makes it so that a lot of pre-measuring has to happen. A lot of ranges need to be checked.
Yep. Yeah, there's a big old web of ranges and stuff, and they're both trying to like not die, which seems like a good plan.
Yeah, the power management is going to be interesting here too, where you've got 4 power in your Blue Marvel. You want to throw. You want to be able to reroll some defensive dice. You want to be able to flip what you can
Yeah, the
actually get
interesting
done.
too is like trying to limit the opposing like Strange as well,
Hmm.
and positioning yours up in like such a way that it's like aggressively positioned, but not like where he's exposed, where he's like constantly getting all of the power and everything for the soul gem.
Yeah.
So that'll be kind of interesting to see where Jeremy's Strange ends up, because Dean's is like there for the round until he's probably gonna get thrown by Blue Marvel, but yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Blue Marvel walking up here for Jeremy.
yeah,
I
maybe
suspect
even
we see a
fishes him
throw.
into. We could, yeah, just kind of you could reel him in as well.
I think he was just outside of range 1 of that center secure.
Okay, yeah. So the small base no good, but yeah, the medium base should have probably would definitely have made it then
Okay, so he's going to take a
with
hit
that angle
into
there.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, might as well. Your 5 dice hex into Strange's 4 dice. So yeah,
Yeah, both character. Oh no, Strange is stunned, not hexed. I thought he was stunned.
yep, yeah. Those
Uh,
two look
yeah,
exactly the same. Yeah.
here comes the hit.
Okay, well, sure. Why wouldn't you get
Uh,
5 hits on your 5 dice?
somewhere Mike DeLuca is commenting how hex doesn't matter.
Uh huh. Yeah.
We got a hex on Deaton Strange now, and Blue Marvel's now got all the power in the world to do all the things he wants to do. So probably
Yep.
see a throw here.
Yeah, I definitely like throwing his strange into range of your strange because your strange hasn't activated yet, and you can like reel him in more. You're keeping priority too, and you could just maybe just remove Deaton Strange this round, or like going into next round.
All right, so we saw the end dom come out there from Deaton, so the throw
Okay, yeah, that was
didn't
an
come
important
through.
throw. Yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense.
it
So,
makes that's why you bring in dom.
and
Both
yep,
players
not
bringing it
letting
tonight.
dad get kidnapped or whatever feels important.
Who'd have thought we'd live in a world where neither player brings brace anymore, huh?
Right? Yeah, it is pretty interesting these times.
So we still have Blue Marvel, Bill, and Daredevil to go for Deaton. Jeremy still has Yondu and his Doctor Strange to go. We have extracts on Blue Marvel and Yondu for Nobility, and on Daredevil for Deaton.
And we each have one of the two pay to flips, and then the center has not been touched yet. So yeah, Deaton is just trying to be safe, staying away from the bad man that is Doctor Strange.
Notable too that Deaton did heal his own Blue Marvel earlier. I think I forgot to call that out.
Yeah, it's you did, but yeah, that's a pretty big one because letting your models be chipped is not where you want to be into the opposing defender's team that can do some pretty good damage. So probably very hard to kill one of like the 7 or 6 health models, like good defenses from full, but like from 4, now we're talking, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So which definitely makes it interesting that like Deaton's Strange could be imperiled pretty quickly here, and he could like definitely do some work or like have some work be done into him, especially with like a Yandu shot and a Strange attack as well. Might be enough to flip the apple cart, especially with him being hexed.
Looks like Bill might be looking to sit just outside of range 3 of Blue Marvel and maybe take another Summon the Storm into him.
Yeah, that's probably not terrible. Like, just keep chipping like damage into Blue Marvel. He's got a thing. Flipping him is pretty good. He has 6 health on the backside, or is that yeah? Yeah, he goes down a little bit, so
Yeah, right now
he's a little
Jeremy
more actionable.
Strange is not sitting on any power to be able to heal Blue Marvel, so he would
Yep,
need
yeah.
to
So he's gonna
either,
have to go get that the hard way,
yeah,
and
he had to walk and shoot.
yep,
Oh, now Daredevil I
yeah,
have not seen in a long time. He can pull models in.
he does. Yeah, it's
Okay.
on a hit too, like his 4-die gun.
Okay, I like this play here. So Daredevil moves up, takes a
Yep,
shot into Blue Marvel.
and he's
He's got
fishing.
the hit.
No damage, but he's fishing.
Okay, so he's looks like he's gonna push him towards Bill. What's the thinking here? You get a summon the storm or
Ideally,
a walk
you get him
punch.
off of the point,
Hmm.
and then your bill can walk over, punch, and then basically take Blue Marvel spot, and then just be on the point too, and also on the portal.
I think Blue
And you're like
Marvel.
fine enough into Yandu.
Yeah, I don't think Blue Marvel is currently on the center secure, but you're right. He is at least on the Mystic Portal, so getting him off that is impactful.
Yep, yeah, and then like with the medium base, you'll definitely fit between them. You can kind of get both models on there, or like get both with how short Blue Marvel is. So yeah, you just kind of want to displace them, get them out of there. I definitely kind of like the other direction personally, but this will be okay, I think. It makes them less effective for like attacking in the following turn.
All right, so that's Daredevil for Deaton. We still got Yondu now left to go, and Doctor Strange for Jeremy. God, range 5 is so far.
It sure is.
It's crazy.
It is a cool stick.
Looks like Jeremy might go for trying to get some power the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I don't. I guess yeah. I was gonna say I really don't like going into like Blue Marvel's range, but everything is in Blue Marvel's range because he has a power. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, it doesn't. It's kind of moot with that. So
I guess the goal right now is to try not to be double tapped by things, but at the same time, you really can't predict. Actually, you
yeah,
can be
everyone
double
is
tapped
everywhere. So
because you have a staggered
yeah,
Blue
Blue
Marvel.
Marvel is staggered. Yeah,
So
yeah, he's staggered, so there's
you're
no double
okay.
tap. But yeah, the one single tap with like the 6 die hex, you're probably feeling okay. You'll take a couple damage. You'll have priority next turn, and then you could just heal it off with like strange and just kind of like make him go first, and you'll be okay-ish. Yeah, strange is very much considering going and harassing the opposing strange.
At some point, you have to take some risks, right? Like there's
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you can get your Blue Marvel out and you just kind of hang back and go 3-3 for forever with a lead, I mean, that's fine, right?
sure. I guess his Blue Marvel only has 2 damage on him. You're unlikely to go down this round. You've got priority.
Yeah,
We're seeing
exactly. Yeah.
Yandu move up here,
Yeah, makes sense. So,
just outside of Daredevil range, but can hit Doctor Strange.
yeah, yeah, I think you go for that.
Doctor Strange choosing to buff his dice.
Yeah, makes sense. Get your 5 with a reroll.
Okay, looks like he's blocking it all at the moment. Get the
Yep,
reroll from Yandu.
big sad.
Okay, blocks it all.
Oh, Yondu.
I'm not
Cool
used to.
guy, but sometimes those 5 dice are just 5 dice.
Well, I'm used to seeing him with 2 to 3 rerolls
He's
from
7
Zemo
rerolls,
and
yeah.
Namor, and
Yep.
yeah,
He's a little more reasonable when it's just him by himself and he doesn't have like 6 rerolls stacked on him and he does 5 damage in attack.
all right. So just Doctor Strange left to go for Nobility. We've got Blue Marvel and Bill to go for Deaton. We currently have extracts on Daredevil for Deaton, who's on his south point. For Nobility, we've got them on Blue Marvel and Yondu, who are largely in the center of the map, although Blue Marvel's been pushed more towards Deaton's side. We have 4
Yep.
pentagrams on the board at the moment, 3 on Deaton's side, 1 towards Nobility's center. And we've got a staggered Blue Marvel who's hexed for Deaton, a hexed and stunned Doctor Strange for Deaton, a shocked hex Blue Marvel for Nobility. We have Blue Marvel popping through the portal now for Deaton, shakes his stagger. He's going to take a shot into Blue Marvel on Nobility side.
I think he's going to throw him and then,
Get out of range of Strange. Well, I guess he's not in
yeah,
range. Yeah, make sure that he can't get an easy heal.
yeah. Yeah, I think he's like thinking about the throw right now and whether or not he's going to end on it. So I don't know if you're within range 4 of your strange, but like, so
It
like,
does
whatever.
end on it.
He doesn't have
Interesting.
power. Okay.
I kind of feel like not endoming that is not a big deal when you've got
Yeah, I
priority.
think I kind of would have. I think I would have let that one go and just saved it for later. But
With priority,
we'll
it's
see if it
easy to get your Blue Marvel, to a
exactly.
portal.
Yep, you
Next
can kind of get
round,
them out.
regardless, he'll have to move to get to a portal.
Yeah, I think if you push him like down, kind of between like the hydro tank and the crystals, it definitely makes it a little more awkward.
Hmm. So I misunderstood
But
actually. I didn't realize that Blue Marvel walked and attempted the throw. I thought he went through a portal, but no, he just walked.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like either way, same. Use it as like a hit and run.
All right, Strange moving up here from Nobility.
Yep, looks like he wants to be just out of 4 of Beta Ray Bill, but Beta Ray Bill doesn't have line of sight to Strange, so that's kind of fine. You could definitely just be up a little more forward and just be out of the rift. You'd have to move anyways, but oh well, that's fine. Okay.
All right,
Doing a
so
kick clip on the tool just then. Fun. All right, now get that money. Get that bag, Strange.
all right, he is on the center point. He's gonna take a shot into Deaton Strange, or into
uh,
oh no, into Daredevil.
yeah, I think math wise, they're both probably pretty damn close with like Deaton Strange being
Oh,
hexed
it is
versus
strange.
like
Yeah.
Daredevil with blanks. But being able to spread a hex onto Daredevil is probably not the worst thing. So
No blocks on Deaton's side. 2 hits so far on
uh,
Nobility. 3 hits for
up to 3
Nobility.
now. Yeah, Deaton's gonna go to the money store for sure. Let's see what happens. I don't think Nobility does. He's showing 3 already.
He
Oh, he's
does.
going for big prizes. I love it.
Greedy, greedy. And
Well, lost out. Eels. Okay, we still got a damage through. Let's go. You got what
uh,
you needed.
yeah, no shields though.
Yeah,
He
no
does get
shields are
the
sad.
he does get the push strange.
Yep, yeah, putting him off away from everything else in the shooting gallery feels pretty alright. Pretty happy with that, I think.
DeLuca called out in the chat that you didn't want to go into Blue Marvel on Nobility side because of a Spender with Prio. That's a good shout.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forget that that guy has a spender. That spender's fucked up. It's really absurd. I've
All
been on
right,
the receiving end of it once, and I got the luckiest I could have been. He didn't hit a single trigger on it for like 4 models, but
all right.
uh, it was scary.
Bill's gonna walk up
Okay.
and punch Strange. Notable that Strange didn't go for the center point.
Yeah, I think it was probably better just to save your econ for next turn and be able to like use the portal
Right now, pushing 1
in case
damage through
something
on
funny happened.
Strange. We're getting rerolls coming in. All right, so
Okay,
pushing 2
well,
through now.
yep.
So now Bill can. He's gonna go ahead and stun and hex Strange if he wasn't already hexed yet. There it is. And now he's got enough money for throw and grab the center point.
Yep.
By Strange.
Yeah. You
You know what would be good
got
right
that
now?
hard work.
An Indom.
And Dom. Yes. Yes, getting to retain your portal tude and also contesting the center feels probably pretty good. Okay, they're talking about that weird little rift thing, I think.
Uh,
Okay.
MCP and terrain rules.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, because it is technically just a flat plane, so you bunk into the nutsack or whatever that is.
I don't even see the shadow for it. Usually,
It's in
oh yeah,
there.
there it is.
I
You can
can
see
see
it.
it. Yeah. Okay, I think given that, he's like, yeah, just switch your direction. That's go for it, buddy. Which is like, pretty good sportsmanship considering they probably didn't have the terrain talk about that
Yeah,
thing
I was gonna say
prior.
usually that's
So
a conversation that needs to be had beforehand. It's always awkward when it happens
yeah.
during the game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tried to shoot the J there, just barely missed. Yeah, and then Strange got the extra power too from the Soul Gem. His first Soul Gem power of the game. Congratulations. Getting
Yeah,
it on the last activation of turn 2.
Bill still has the power. Let's see if he decides to go for the flip. He does not, so they leave the center untouched.
Yeah, I think they're both probably fine with that. I think he wants to have Bill have throw money for next turn.
Yeah.
That feels pretty important, and you're definitely risking some stuff if you go.
Well, 6-4 to Nobility. He's got the prio.
Yep.
He's got some people bleeding.
Oh god, he's doubled his insurmountable lead from last time. I told you it's over. He's never coming back, Mike.
Be curious to see who he goes with here, whether it's Strange to heal yourself up. I kind of like that, because then you've still got money to be able to buff Blue Marvel's dice.
For sure, yeah. I think Strange goes first here. It just makes sense. You can just hopefully beat up other Strange. You guys are both equally awful at combat, which is great. So, although Nobilities does have cover, which is a cool thing. So,
Ooh, excuse me. It's been a long
there
week.
is a Shang too, also kind of like waiting in the wings, but I definitely think your Strange has to go unless you're very okay with them getting dazed. Bill could probably do that pretty easily with a throw. Like the Dimensional Rift there in a bonk. So you should probably get him.
Yeah, both players also sitting on Mystic Ward, which hasn't come into play yet this game, but can definitely play a factor in swinging around.
I think they've made a truce or whatever that the second anyone gets that center point, it's going to get mystic warded by the opposing player, and then the second time when the other player gets, the other player will immediately mystic ward it
Mm.
back. So nobody's scoring the center point for at least 3 more rounds.
We've seen a lot less Mystic Portal usage this game than I was expecting as well.
Yeah, I think just the both players did a great job of controlling the opposing team and like preventing them from using it to their fullest, right? Because I think both players recognize how important the portals are and how devastating they can be. So they're putting extra priority into like just staggering and like hampering their opponents, which makes total sense.
I mean, watching this play out, I feel like I'm thinking to myself how maybe something like a Steve 3 list with lots of displacement can move a lot of these models around and disrupt the defender's game plan.
For sure, yeah. I think being able to like kind of shake them is pretty important. And like both teams have taken models and tools to do exactly that. So
It's a list that can do it
almost
all,
like they're
Johnny.
prepared for it. I know. It's pretty cool. So so do you think this is the best list going into Adepticon next week?
I do. I've played maybe. Well, looks like we have a heal here coming on Doctor Strange, so he
Yeah,
is
makes
going to
sense.
activate
Yeah.
him first. I think we're likely to see an attack into Nobility's Doctor Strange. I'm sorry, Deaton's Doctor Strange. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think Deaton Strange will get cover
We
there.
have buffing of dice. I didn't see if Soul Gem was used or not.
Not yet. I
It's after the.
don't know. Yeah, what that means? Like if adding it to whatever is the
I think,
effect or whatever. I
yeah.
don't know what the rolling is. It's really silly.
I think as of right now, Nobility's poking one damage through, but he's considering. Oh, no, he's not poking anything through. He
Yeah,
is.
he's got two of
Oh
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
pierce. Yeah, he's got
I'm trying to do
yeah.
the math of. It's gonna get re-rolled anyway, so I don't want to get too attached to the math. Oh, maybe not.
They're actually both pretty happy with it. I think.
Yeah,
I don't like
interesting
the
to push away.
throwaway
I think
or the
he's
push
maybe
away. Yeah,
playing the prio game here of I don't want to daze a model that hasn't activated.
maybe. Yeah. The problem with that though is that Strange is just gonna come back and
Heal himself.
heal himself and then be just
Yeah,
fucking annoying.
but if
So
he's healing himself, he's not healing something else. Maybe that's the thought
true.
process, and he's not adding dice because he's not in a great position to affect the game. He can hit
Yeah,
Nobility's Blue
he'll
Marvel,
be
but
like yeah, he'll get like a double tap on Blue Marble. So that's something.
yeah,
And
the
he can
first
kind of
one
like
will
dog
have
walk him
dice
over
added, so there's definitely a world where Blue Marvel doesn't move on the first one. Maybe even
for
tanks
sure. Yeah.
both.
Yeah, very possible. Yeah, 4 dice with skulls into like 5 dice hexed with no pierce. Yeah, or with pierce or whatever. Yeah, it's probably pretty
Oh,
close.
he's. I wonder if he's considering a. Okay, maybe not. I saw the range 3 come out. I was wondering if he was considering doing the going for the activation on Bill.
You
That would be
could.
that would
I
be
mean,
ultra greedy.
yeah, especially with not crits or whatever too. So the odds of hitting that.
But just a
Ah,
regular
yeah,
attack.
he's
Just a regular
regular
old
world
attack.
attack.
You got to throw some dice.
Yep.
All right, 5 into 4. Decent hit, but it looks
Well,
like we're probably
yeah,
gonna
he's
see a Bill
already
block it
going to the
all.
money
Yeah,
store. Yeah.
yeah,
Hell yeah, get his
much
ass.
much better. 4, so Bill's gonna take 1 here after
Uh,
reduction. Did I math it wrong?
if you don't want to give power to the opposing strange, I mean, there is a world where you don't take, where you just
Mm,
take both damage.
and maybe you even. Oh,
Okay, it looks like he's, yeah, no, he's tough hat. Makes sense.
looks like Doctor Strange now for Deaton is going into Blue Marvel. Reroll all coming in here. So we have
Did I
4 with
miss
a
something on the
pierce.
last attack?
I also thought that 1 damage would have gone through. I'm not sure what.
Oh, he has cover from the rift or whatever.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Because it's crossing the base. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why. All right.
Okay, so right now the math is currently Deaton's 4 to 3 blocks. So 1 goes through on Blue
Yep.
Marvel.
Yep.
And we're gonna get
He's
the
just
push
dog
here.
walking them out. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. There was a strange buff of dice there as well.
Yep.
Strange. Now looks like he's spendering here.
Yeah, seems that way.
Okay. Got 2 crits that he can't count.
Well,
No blocks. Going to the
no
money store.
blocks. Yeah. Okay, well,
Ooh,
less
not
damage.
great. So it does poke
Yep.
2 through, and it does auto stagger, right? Yeah.
It does auto stagger, yes. That's something at least.
Yeah, it means that. Well, it does mean that Deaton's Strange will get dazed this round if Nobility chooses to, because he's got the throw. But he's only got 1 action, and he's going to use it right now.
Oh, he's
He's
going
going
to
to.
go do something funny. Yeah.
Oh, no way. He's not going to do that, right? He's not going to walk Spender.
No, he's not spending. He's just
Okay.
going to walk up,
Throw?
throw Blue Marvel, and then
Yeah.
come to. Yeah. That's like the most efficient way to get him out of. So.
Yep. So we see the 3 power being.
Okay, what was this for?
Oh, he re-rolled his own dice with Blue Marvel. I'm surprised to see that.
Oh, okay.
He takes no damage. Um. Okay, but it gives him, I guess, more options. I'm a little surprised just because he is staggered, shocked, and hexed. But I guess he
Yeah, I
wants to
definitely
hang
like the
around.
walk. Just yeah, I definitely prefer the stagger your opponent's Blue Marvel line, and just come through the portal and be safe in like the crib,
I'll definitely
especially with like extract advantage. So
would like to ask him about that afterwards, just what
yeah,
the thought process was. Maybe someone in the chat, maybe Mike can point out what we're missing here.
yeah,
Okay, so that was Strange and Deaton. So both Strangers have gone. Deaton's
yep,
is left on 1 health. The extract holders right now for Deaton are just Daredevil sitting in his South Point, hugging Blue Marvel. And for Nobility, it's his Blue Marvel who's deep in enemy territory, staggered, shocked, and hexed. And for Nobility, he's also got 1 on Yondu.
yep.
Mike, what
And the
happened?
Yondu one feels pretty safe and sound. So yeah,
Mike, I was calling you out because I was asking for Johnny and I are looking to figure out why Nobility chose to reroll his dice here on Blue Marvel to take no damage, as opposed to walk throwing Deaton's Blue Marvel and popping through a portal. Maybe Sean or someone else in the chat has an idea as to why he might have done that. But
yeah. I'm
we'll
curious. Like
be sure to ask him afterwards.
yep,
Okay, so now Nobility is correct. He was getting auto staggered regardless. Yep.
yeah, yeah, because it doesn't matter.
So no matter what, he was getting staggered. We were wondering why not just keep the power on him, take the damage, and toss a Blue Marvel. But maybe he just really values not taking damage on Blue Marvel. It's also
That's true too. He
that's
is
all.
like one of your tankier models, and
Yeah.
like keeping the guy up is probably worthwhile. So
All right. So Shang-Chi walking up here for Nobility. Does that put him on a portal? Looks
it
like it
does. Yeah,
does.
he's right. Oh yeah, you can just pop through or whatever, sacrifice your guy, and then just push Blue Marvel off normal style. That also works.
Hmm. So he's sitting on 2 power here. So maybe we see a charge and walk back towards the center. Oh, he's already within range 3 of Strange. Maybe you don't need the charge. Just punch Blue Marvel or Bill. I'm sorry, I said Blue Marvel. I meant Daredevil.
Yeah, yeah. It's the same amount of words. That's fine. See, I feel like if you're going through the portal and you're gonna punch somebody, I think you like kind of get on like the demons downtown, or not the meteor portal, or like The portal that's right on top of the meteor, you push the blue marvel away, you punch Daredevil, and you're feeling
All
pretty
right.
good.
Attack coming in here to Bill. 6 into 3.
Yeah.
3 successes so far on Nobility side. 1 block for Deaton. Shang is hexed, which doesn't matter right now. Bill pays 1 reduced, takes 1 damage. He gets hexed for his trouble.
Yep. Jeremy Strange definitely gets a power.
Yep, so now Nobility is able to add dice to model if he needs to.
Yep. Assuming he remembers to grab the power.
Let's see if he opts. He's going to use his power to push Bill and stun him.
Yep.
Little boop action there.
Doesn't go very far. Yeah. Stun hex for you too.
A lot of conditions on the board right now.
Yeah. Okay. Now he gets to aggressive.
Okay, looks he's going to aggressive towards Blue Marvel. Or maybe not. Aggressive to a portal.
I almost prefer just leaving Bill there, not even interacting with him, and just like pushing Daredevil off that point, or like off of like the portal and making him like walk again. It's like just turning off like a whole model for 1 power feels alright. I don't know. Yeah, I think Jeremy is definitely playing more of like a keep away scenario game now at this point and just trying to like close that out. It's going to be slow going to do that, but maybe that's the game plan.
Yeah, and
Especially
I
if you can
guess
combine up a couple
in hindsight
of the
that makes
viruses.
the rerolling of defense on Blue Marvel make even more sense then. You're
Yep,
trying
for
to
sure.
maintain that lead each round. He's your extract holder.
Mhm.
Keep him healthy.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's probably the game plan here. So, yeah, and stunning Bill too is also a big deal because he only gets the 1 power turn now, and it's a lot harder for him to like play scenario and get throws because he's not very good at bonking, especially hexed. So,
All right, looks like we're not going to get a Bill walk here. Shang-Chi is done.
okay, the attack is finally finished. He grabbed his power.
So we have Bill, Blue Marvel, and Daredevil still to go for Deaton. Deaton's got the activation right now. Blue Marvel and Yondu still to go. Oh, Blue Marvel popping through a portal.
Yep,
He's going to go
he's
into
popping his head
Jeremy's.
out.
Into Jeremy's Blue Marvel right now.
Yep,
No
no
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
All right, Blue Marvel action. Both are hexed. 3 successes for Deaton, 1
Hooray!
block for Nobility, so we're pushing 2 through there.
You know, that 2 damage kept him alive that he
Uh,
rerolled into. So,
don't we look stupid? Guess
yeah.
there's guess there's no reason to ask now.
I'm the chucklehead, yeah.
Although now you've got
But if you're, way away or whatever, also, you staggered Blue Marvel who can actually do nothing,
yeah, but now you
and
just
you're
need to do
feeling
1
pretty good.
damage. All you have to do is 1 damage to Blue Marvel, then you can throw him and generate some profit there. I mean,
Yep.
the best case scenario is you do literally 1 damage and then throw him into Shang-Chi.
Oh, yes,
Second
for
attack
sure.
comes in, 3 successes for Deaton to 3 blocks
Yo.
for Nobility. Big
Everyone
blocks
gets
coming in
power.
here.
Yep.
Oh, recal coming in, maybe? Yeah, recal.
No,
Wait, no.
I think this
Oh,
is
the
the
throw.
throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder why not just throw the terrain at him and try to get the daze
Yeah, the
there,
size 3 or whatever. Yeah, you
or the
got the
size 1.
line, you got the thing right there. Yeah, that's right. That's how terrain works now. It's all
Yeah.
the same. So,
I mean, you leave him on 1, it's still enough for Bill to poke him later, or
for
Daredevil.
sure. Yeah. Okay, so
That's a
now
lot
maybe Blue
easier.
Marvel is gonna go.
Yeah, he's not going to get healed this round.
Yep.
Maybe I'm just more of a gambler and would have thrown the size 1, and then he would have blocked it all, and I would have been sad.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, the
why.
odds of him blocking 2 or like you only have to block 2 damage to
Yep.
survive. And like having like 4 dice at 2 or whatever, it's like a 66%er, something like that. So it's pretty good odds because you're like 4 of 8 and you can, yeah.
That's
So
why
probably not
Deaton
worth the risk.
is going for his third Lunchmeat title, and I am not.
I guess, yeah. So okay. Now Marvel gets a shake and come over, throw a model, and then
Yep, he's shake his dagger. He's got 7 power, which is enough to get a good throw in here. Just chuck away a Bill or a Daredevil.
yeah.
Looks like we're going to see Bill get tossed.
Bill, yeah, I think he got a line through there, which is pretty good. So,
Well, not if we are looking at this dimensional rift again, though. That overhang.
oh god damn it, yeah, you're right. It
I
might
really
be
feel like that's
right there.
something that, despite the actual official terrain rules, that AMG probably didn't consider when they designed that piece.
No, probably not. I don't think the sculpting team for terrain has anything to do with the actual game itself, and like
No.
the actual like rules team. If I had to guess.
Looks like Jeremy's considering just throwing Strange and dazing him.
Yeah, you absolutely could. I mean, I don't hate leaving Strange hexed and stunned often. He's Jesus nowhere, so
Hmm. If he wants to
because
heal
he can
himself
walk and
next
take.
round, that's fine because he's not healing
All
somebody
right.
else.
Yep, you're exactly. It's like, all right, have fun, bud. You be over there with your one action, your two actions if you want to like be relevant. You have to use both of them.
All right. I also like this, just throwing Blue Marvel, effectively staggering him.
Yep,
Let's check out Daredevil for a second here.
and you're putting him in like strange range too for next turn, which is also pretty great if you throw him in that line. Don't know if I like bringing the bill closer to you,
Well,
but
he'll be off the point. He won't be on a portal, but he'll still be able to poke you from wherever.
yeah, he'll be in range for some bonks then. They're
Well,
not the best bonks, but they're still bonks. So
the thing is though, once Blue Marvel pops through that portal, he'll be next to Yondu. He'll be able to just protect the extract.
oh, that's true. Yeah, that's how
Which,
that works.
yeah,
Yeah, you don't even have to spend extra power or anything for Ravager's code or whatever.
yeah. I wonder if in hindsight, knowing that, if that makes it better to have thrown the size 1 at Blue Marvel or not. Maybe, maybe
And
not.
just go for the glory. Yeah, probably. I think that would definitely like change my decision making personally. I would probably just go for the glory at that point and just try to flip them. Just say screw it. Who cares? You don't have priority anyways. Whatever.
Blue Marvel coming through.
Yeah.
Walks. Let's see who he decides to throw.
Yeah, I think he went that way too. So I think he like moved too, just so he could be out of strain range to not give him power either,
Hmm.
especially with him being
Small optimizations.
stunned. Yeah.
All right, we throw
Okay.
Bill, which will give him throw power.
Oh no, I think it's. I think I saw it touch there. We'll see if they go back. Yeah, I think it's it's just barely bonking there.
You probably just take the damage here, right, as Bill?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Then you have 3 power. You got the throw on. Oh yeah, the throw is so impossibly tight.
Oh, Brady. Well, you know what? It's on the players. There's a lot of terrain. You could just throw that terrain.
You could have just thrown the train. Yeah.
Mike in the chat. The agreement on this dark dimension terrain makes no sense.
It is pretty funny. This one actually touched the stupid like side of the rift though, so that
Oh,
one
right there. Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
All right. Well, Blue Marble pops through the portal. He's now protected by Yandu. And does Yandu have to pay for that?
He does. He has to spend one
One
whole
power.
power.
It's a steal.
It is.
And holding Yandu's activation makes it a little bit harder. We're only kidding, Brady. We're not judging you for that. The players have lots of size 4 throws. They could throw the terrain first. They're choosing
They
not
could
to.
have,
They're
yes.
choosing not to. I was gonna say holding Yandu's activation. Maybe Jeremy had this in line, like it had this in mind the whole game, the whole round was to set up Yondu on Blue Marvel. It's very possible.
For sure, yeah. You can just like double tap him or whatever. You got the feeling pretty good, yeah.
Yep. I mean,
Really go after anyone, honestly. Basically in range of everyone, and he can go to any portal and be anywhere.
yeah, if you go last with Bill here too, if you're Deaton, you can walk and maybe either like throw Blue Marvel in such a way where maybe Yondu can't pick it up. Well, you definitely can do that. You can just throw him towards the size 3 turret in the back. You
Yeah, yep,
you
yeah. I
just
think you just throw him over there, and then he's
you
just
could
gone. Who cares?
yeah, you won't be able to have the power to pick it up, but you're
Who
slowing Jeremy
cares?
down a little bit more. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and you've like flipped over Blue Marvel, and he's much easier to get on the other side. So, not that much easier, but he is easier.
All right, looks like that's maybe the line he's going for here.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense to like save Daredevil because Daredevil is like the fastest model. He can kind of like go through the portal,
Punch something and run
be on a
away.
thing. Yeah, exactly.
All right, Bill walks up. We're going to see the throw into Blue Marvel to see which angle he chooses. Yeah, he is going to go for that play here. Or, oh, Deaton, be careful, buddy, because if he is within 2 of Yondu,
We couldn't possibly see two flub throws in one game, right? That couldn't possibly happen. Oh, their hands are touching. Okay, that looks clean. Yeah. Well, it was.
all right, bonk. He is outside
Okay.
of range 2 of Yondu, so he won't be able to pass that off.
Yep, which is
Extract,
great.
pitch, drop.
So
I like that. Put in a position where it's annoying for Yondu to go get.
yeah, yeah, we're not playing. We're not playing scenario this game.
Now, Bill still has one more action here. Let's see if he
Yeah, I think
opts
you
to.
just
Yeah, he's going for a
bonk.
punch, and we see Strange Dice being buffed here.
This could be Yondu dice too.
Uh, 3 blocks for Jeremy on someone. Whoa,
Yeah.
wait, what happened?
Oh, he had like a very bad roll. I think this might have been on Strange. So yeah,
Okay.
Strange wanted to get the extra power then for the shield.
What are they looking at here?
I think Jeremy is considering just going and getting that extra on Yondu and just having hold both and just continue to push the scenario game. Yondu ignores line of sight on his attack. No, he doesn't. So he does actually have to have a so
Yeah, Mike, I was thinking that he probably was going to hold build to get that day set up so that Yondu wouldn't be able to grab the extract, but I'm sure Deaton saw that, so he probably has a plan here with Daredevil.
yeah. I think Daredevil just goes and grabs as many pay to flips as he can. He can hit both the center and then also
Yeah.
Jeremy's one at the turret or whatever. So I think that's the plan. You
The
just
only
disrupt things, force Yondu to go over there, and then you get to like kind of trade your like 4 for 3 this turn.
Yeah, that is a little scary just because you've got a Blue Marvel who's going to wake up, who won't be hexed and shocked, and has the ability to throw Daredevil to ding him for damage and then double tap him.
Yeah, I think if you just put the Daredevil on the far side of the point, you only like take the 2 attacks, which is fine enough.
Fair.
Like it's not ideal, but it's 2 attacks with your blanks and his skulls. You probably take 2 or 3. 2 damage each hit. Be barely alive, hopefully. So yeah, I think it seems like a worthy trade. I mean, you could also just bring Yandu to the center, make it much harder, like point, go shoot your gun, and then just live that life. So
Yeah, I think Nobility sees that line about the secures and is considering maybe just hitting Daredevil, flipping that point, And maybe even Mystic warding Deaton's home.
Yeah. You could also just shoot Daredevil twice from there. He was within 5 there, right?
I
You could
thought
just
he
shoot
was a
Daredevil.
shade out, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Hit and run in the bill.
Looks like he's doing hit and run, yeah. Nice. Well,
Well, nothing. We got a reroll coming in, which won't matter. Oh, it could be a Pierce, I guess.
the slow could have mattered. There's no Pierce on this one, but that has a wild slow on the Yaka.
It sure does.
And slow seems pretty important with the guy who has a medium throw around.
All right. Well, Yondu's going to need to do some damage here in order to generate the power for a pay to flip chance.
Yep. All right, come on, buddy.
All
Bill
right.
is probably the best guy to go after. His pants are down. Come on, Yandu. Let's get your shit together. All right.
Better this time.
Okay, he's got a couple points here. Yeah. Nice.
All right. So he's going to
Zop him
poke
for
through
3.
3. Oh, well, you'd love to see that.
Yep. And he gets a slow too.
He's set it up now where next round he could definitely get a couple of key dazes and pull away here.
He could also save his money and then start whistling instead of going for the flip, but I assume it's not going to.
All right. Bill walks, presumably to give Daredevil a
Better landing spot,
yeah.
essentially, yeah.
I just stopped talking in the middle of the sentence here. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, we got the pay to flip roll here. We need 2 successes.
Hell
We
yeah,
get it.
let's go. Takes the damage for his troubles, which
Yes.
something, yeah.
Yeah. So right now, Jeremy's got 3 points to Deaton's 2, but Deaton can definitely change that right now with a couple of good flips. Daredevil is a 4-3-3.
4-3-3, yeah.
Yeah, so not super high percentage to get this center one.
I'd say it's about a 50-50, I guess.
Watch him. He's gonna get 2 skulls here on each of those rolls, so that it just makes it that much easier for Blue Marvel to get him next round.
I mean, here's hoping, right? That's what Jeremy's banking on.
He could also just pop through the portal. If he does some damage to Strange, he can walk and pick up the extract, which would be kind of sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
He would need to do damage though in order to generate the power, but I don't know. It's not a bad option.
Yeah, 5 dice into your opponent's 3, them being hexed or whatever. It's not bad. Looks like he's just going for the walks, which
The
makes
old
sense.
50-50.
Yep. Well, shit. Poor guy.
I think I literally just said he was going to get 2 skulls. Whoops.
You did cast her. Oh. Although that is 2 skulls. They just happened to there. So hopefully this one has none skulls. Yeah, he's going max 1, which makes sense. So like hopefully be out of range of Marvel. I think Marvel just got him there. Okay. All right, you're right.
Nice.
He did roll 2 skulls. That did happen.
So that changes the score now to 3-3.
1, 2, 3 to 1, 2
1-2.
to 2.
3-2. Okay, well,
Uh-oh.
he just cut the lead in half.
Oh shit. Oh my god. It's happening.
But you did call out.
Never thought we'd see the day.
You did call out last round that you thought it was pretty likely for Blue Marvel to do 4 damage to Daredevil. So let's see if your prediction comes through.
Yeah, it's pretty likely, especially not hexed anymore either. So
I don't think it's the end of the world though if that happens because he's not in range to pick up.
right, yeah, he's pretty. Yeah, this one on the east or whatever is pretty hard to get to. The extract, the little goosey.
Yeah, so as we head into this 4th round here, 8-7 Nobility, we have 1 extract on the ground behind this Hydra tank, 1 on Deaton's Daredevil, and 1 on Nobility's Yondu. We've got a very sick Doctor Strange and Bill for Deaton, both alive on 1 with all the conditions. Blue Marvel healthy for Deaton. A flipped Blue Marvel for Nobility. And a little bit of damage on Shang-Chi. So we're seeing what here? We're seeing Shang-Chi go into Blue Marvel.
I think so. Yeah.
Great blocks from Deaton, not the hits that Nobility was looking for.
He forgot he was hexed, but yeah,
Either way, he blocks it all.
he does. Yeah, yeah. Now he's thinking on pushes and stuff, or he's gonna chi
Chi
master
Mastery.
again,
Okay.
which I like.
He's gonna go for the stagger, I assume. Yeah.
Yep, yeah. Yeah, gets him with the stagger, gets a power back.
And that
The push is away, unfortunately, so I don't know if there's the angle
he
to
does
swoop him off of there.
poke a damage through, and now he's gonna attack Bill.
Yeah, makes sense.
6 and a 3.
Okay,
Okay.
well, if
Good
none
hits
of
for
these
Nobility,
can...
but we
But
are
he
block.
forgot immediately.
Yep.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Bill blocks it all.
He does.
I'm not sure I've seen a Blue Marvel have more than one action at any point so far this round. Or this game.
Yeah.
Everything has either been walk attack or shake attack or shake walk.
Yep,
A lot of control.
yep. Okay. Well, I think Shang is pretty content not pushing it. Might flow like
Yeah, he's just gonna flow back to
the
his
aqueous
strange.
substance. Yeah.
I do like
You're
the.
not getting either daze or push or anything there, so
Yeah, I think you were really hoping to get Bill on that second attack.
you could put him just out of 3. It looks like he wants some entry. Yeah, that makes sense with,
Mike
Marvel
calls out in the
was...
chat, who needs health buffs? Well, when you've got your leader being able to hand out heals, that helps a lot.
Yeah,
And
right.
every model being hexed and staggered and stunned, so they're generating less power and less actions.
Uh-huh.
Pretty
Hey,
impactful.
Yandu and Daredevil are unmolested, so
All right, looks like Deaton's gonna
for
walk
now.
up here with Strange, which is great because if he's able to poke some damage through on Blue Marvel, he'll to hex him, push him.
The also thing too is you could just fine just letting you sit there damaged because like, oh no, you wasted your action to flip my Strange,
Yeah.
who's like worse, and then you get to heal your Bill off of this too,
Are we seeing some
because
dice being added
yeah,
here? I think we do. Yep. So dice being added to Blue Marvel.
yeah, makes sense. 6 dice cover and all that jazz. Yeah, okay. You're not you're not taking damage off of that roll. Well, maybe.
Well, we got to see what the rerolls are.
Yep. Okay, he's
Nope.
not even bothering. I would definitely reroll that. Like you definitely have the potential to deal damage there.
Well, he generates just enough power right now where he can heal Bill, which he did, and then he's also got the
Yeah.
ability to add dice. So I kind of like that decision there.
Yeah, it's fair. For sure. I feel like there's just so much to gain with like the push on Blue Marvel that it's worthwhile. Because if you get like the single damage throw, you get to like push him away and then like
Sure, but Blue Marvel's also
stagger
got
him.
money to be able to reroll his own dice, so I just don't think you were going to push anything through there.
Yeah, maybe that's true.
Whereas you know
Stealing
exactly how
power
much
from Blue
power you have
Marvel.
with that shield.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, so that was Deaton's opening activation. Now we've got back to Jeremy. Looks like he might be hitting and running with Yandu.
Yep, makes sense. Very sad that Bill is at full health again.
Well,
Wah, wah.
yeah, but he's staggered, slowed, hexed, and stunned, so
Okay,
he's
yeah, that's
not
fair.
he's not in a great spot.
Not doing good, boss. He still has throw money. That's what he really needs. Throw in a single walk. That's all
I think there's more
Bill
conditions
wants,
out right
right?
now than an APOC game.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. There are a lot. Everyone was wearing purple this game, so
Well, Jeremy was looking at the hit and run, but it seems like he's going back to it. Yeah. I mean, I don't see why not take a couple of shots here and then run away, but problem is if you go into Daredevil, he can just walk and blow up your Yandu.
yeah, he could like walk at you. That's a thing he does.
Yeah, he can also walk towards strange dice,
That's true,
make
yeah.
himself harder to hit on the second one. So I just don't think there's any great obvious targets right now for Yondu because you don't want to give Blue Marvel power because then he's gonna pop through the portal and blow you up.
And
You
throw
don't,
or whatever, yeah.
yeah, you don't want to give Bill power because right now he's just on the right amount of power where he's annoying but not more.
Dangerous.
Yeah, you don't want him to be able to throw something and summon the storm.
Exactly. Or do a scenario action too.
Yeah,
Even that, so.
yeah. I think this walk, throw, attack Daredevil is the best option you have. Looks like
You could just go get the power, or like go get the thing, walk back, and then just throw Daredevil anyways. That's not terrible.
you could throw him just doing a bunch of
Wherever.
damage.
Doesn't matter. It's
All
yeah.
right, well he picks
Don't
up the
even have to do the
extract.
damage.
Oh, is
It's
he
just a
just out
stagger.
of range to be able to flip that too? Yeah.
This looks like he wants to be just out of strange, which makes sense for next turn. Although maybe leaving your guy in range of strange isn't bad either.
Yeah, now Jeremy's got two extracts again, so he's got the lead back on points. Or at the very least, he's got parity, which is effectively a lead.
Right, yeah. Yeah, he just out of 4. Makes sense.
And we throw Daredevil.
Wahoo!
See where he decides to go with him. Just away.
Just away.
Oh,
Out of there. Just push him right into strange range.
goodbye. Whoop.
See you later.
Nobility doing a great job here. He effectively staggered all three models on Deaton's side that are still to
Yes,
go.
he did. So there's a lot less punch coming back, which is kind of playing into his strategy, be tanky and play out scenario. So yeah, good job with Marvel. You did it. Way to be effective.
Yeah, the scary thing now is that if you're Deaton, Nobility's Strange hasn't gone yet, and he's got enough power to be able to heal someone. So if
Yep.
you don't complete whatever job you're about to do, you're going to be missing out.
And turns out being hexed and staggered makes it a lot harder to do that job, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I'm not sure what Deaton's best options here are. I think holding Daredevil to play the pay to flip game again is probably a good idea. But we also have
For
Mystic
sure.
Ward on deck too that can be played and just blow that up.
Yeah, you could like take on the center point pretty easily. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, I'm yawning
But he
too.
does have to get power to it because it costs $2 to do it. So
Yeah.
Daredevil only has the 1 power, so he would have to like bonk into Strange or
Well, Blue Marvel
Bull or.
can still blow up that north one, right? Because it doesn't have to be during his activation.
Oh, for sure, that's true. Yeah,
And that's the only model that looks like he'll be in a position to do that this round. Obviously, Strange can, but I don't know if he'll want to spend Strange's power on something like that.
no, it'll probably be to like heal up himself or
Yeah.
Shanger. Just keep him topped off.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
definitely think this is like the point in a game where like playing into this list just feels the because like all of your models have been like controlled and weakened or whatever. They're still strange, like just kind of looming
Yeah.
above your head, basically like just saying, "Well, you tried, buddy. Good job," giving you like a thumbs up, laughing,
There's also
and then you're
Recal and
just worse off than you were before
there's also
you gave
Sack
power over.
on both sides too. So
Uh huh. Yeah.
you can't even, as Blue Marvel, like pop through a portal and like poke Yondu or something like that. He just could just get sacked into Shang-Chi.
Yep. Exactly.
Jeez, I don't really know what your best play here is. You don't
Yeah, I
want to
think if
give.
you're gonna try to kill a model, you definitely Shang. He's like the most gettable.
Yeah, but
But then you're flipping him, giving him power for next turn, and he could dim mock somebody.
yeah, you're also not gaining any advantage by going into Shang. Oh,
That
Mike.
too. Yeah.
Mike calls out the Shang is on 0 power, which is a very obvious thing that I missed there. So maybe you do just go into Yondu.
Yeah. I think Strange is within 2, but yeah.
So it looks like it's gonna be Blue Marvel into Yondu.
Yeah, that's fair. Makes sense. So yeah, I just got like 4 dice reroll.
And he's got the strange dice being added to him.
Looks like he's thinking about it.
I saw the power go down on strange. Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't. I lied.
Yeah,
Thinking to help.
you're making stuff up now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a. I canceled my TTS League game this week for my son's had the flu, so we have not slept. But I would
Yeah.
never miss a Lunchmeat finals with you, Johnny.
Oh, you're the best. Love it too, man.
All right, we do have an attack coming in here.
Okay.
It is into Yondu.
Decent shot. Yeah. Okay.
It looked,
Showing
it looked like there
3.
was some dice being
Is
added because there's
Yandere
5.
not taking the reroll? Or is he happy just taking the damage? I don't know. Oh, maybe he wants Yandere to have whatever hit and run money. So
All right, so we're gonna see a blue marvel pop through the portal here and throw strange away.
yep, it's looking that way. But I think he has to go through the first before. Right. There he goes. Okay. Just got so excited.
I like this positioning here. There's also a
Yep, yeah,
stun
you're just
on
in
this
range
blue
of
marvel
everything with
attack.
like your
Yeah.
best guy or whatever. Yeah, it makes total sense.
Mike calling out too. There's also there should be a stun being handed out here to Yondu. I like this positioning too because now blue marvel is within range 2 of Bill for a sacrifice play, which he won't have because of power. This time I'll
Yep,
catch it. Throwing strange away. Strange did get a soul power for that.
he did. Yep.
And that's blue
Okay.
marvel.
Yeah, that wasn't the worst for a stunned guy, a
Yes,
staggered guy.
we still got Daredevil and Bill to go for Deaton, Strange, and Yondu for Nobility.
Yep.
At this point, I'm not sure. Okay, looks like. Oh, it
Almost
looks
got
like,
knocked
yeah,
off.
it got knocked off at some point. Nobility looking to go here with Strange, which makes sense. You can heal Yondu, ensure that he's not going to go down this round.
Yep.
Maybe attack Daredevil and push him further away to make him irrelevant.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, flip the point makes a lot of sense too. Yeah, yeah, it is a pay to flip.
Well,
What
shit.
if? Oh, we go through the portal. Try the other one.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're still in range to like heal Yondu over there, and you can start firing some shots off. He couldn't possibly roll the same thing again, right? What are the odds? It was very thoughtful of Deaton to put that right on top of the scenario point, just make it all 1 point.
Makes it a lot easier for all of us.
Yeah, what a nice guy.
All right.
Okay,
Strange going
looks like
into
he's.
Bill.
Yeah, makes sense. Why not, right? He's probably the most gettable guy for power damage.
You also probably don't mind if Bill blocks it all but has to pay a power to reduce, maybe, or
Right, exactly. Yeah, just sapping them. Okay, looks like he's thinking about a sacrifice, maybe.
or a
I
strange
don't know into
dice.
who. Or strange dice, yeah.
Because you
All right,
can't.
he's.
There's no sack available to him at the moment.
That's true. Yeah, that's not available.
Just thinking about strange dice, or maybe Nobility's rethinking his attack.
Also possible, yeah.
Bill also has cover. Oh no, he's within 2, I think.
Yeah, he's within 2 there.
One
Okay,
block on Deaton's
good attack.
side, which is pierced by nobility, so poking 2 through. I think that's actually not bad for Bill at all. You're alive on 1, but now you've got throw money and you've got summon the storm power.
Yep.
And you get to take a walk.
Yeah, it looks like nobody didn't even bother throwing, pushing.
Well, what's nice here too is actually, as Bill, you can walk. Maybe
Yeah, you can like contest this. You definitely.
I don't know if he can contest it, but he can throw Strange off afterwards and flip it himself.
He's short of power for that, unless he
Is
gets damage
he
through.
not taking? He
He
pierces.
tough hided
Oh,
one
also
of them.
maybe he has cover.
They were within 2, so
Okay, so alright,
he tough hided one of
I
them.
thought
Though
maybe
is
he would
what it
just take the
was.
damage, and I just assumed he would take the damage and
Yeah, I
be able
guess
to
he
throw and
valued
flip.
being healthy more.
Oh, you've got 4 dice though, right? You could just walk and flip over him.
True. Yeah.
Okay, Strange is gonna
Okay.
attempt to
Now this
flip.
is a flip. Okay, or not. Okay. Well, he didn't roll the same thing, so that's something.
All right, so now we've got 2 secures on nobility side. We've got 2 extracts to his side, so we got a 4-2 lead here at the moment for Deaton,
Yep,
which, given the speed of the game, does feel like you've put a real clock on him.
for sure. Yeah. And then there is the heal left. So who do you heal? Do you heal yourself? Do you heal Yandu? Do you heal Shangers?
I think you heal the extract holder, right? Yeah,
Yeah, makes sense.
especially when that extract holder can protect your other assets.
Yeah, for sure. That makes total sense. So,
All right, Bill and Daredevil still to go for Deaton. Definitely some pressure on Deaton, I think, at the moment.
yep, yeah, he's slowly
He's
being kind of like chipped away and withered away here a little. So
Bill is slowed.
he is slowed. There,
I wonder if that would have changed his decision to walk with Bill.
yeah, because you got closer and then hopped over in the next one. Probably would have, yeah, if you saw it. So,
Well, he could still flip both right now if he chose to. He just won't be able to do much of anything else.
flip, go through portal, flip, yeah.
Yeah, because he is staggered as well.
Yep, sure is. He's stunned and he will not have money for next turn. So that will be his like hold load to go for 2. Center one is looking real rough at the moment with 2 models on it. So you need 3 successes on 4 dice. That one's a lot less. I think that's only like a 33% or say. Or like, yeah, about that.
Mike in the chat says this matchup is like trying to box somebody while you're both molasses. Yep.
Uh-huh. That is absolutely accurate. It is the wet noodle fight. This is like a tank duel in like League of Legends or whatever. Like that beautiful like top lane kingdom or whatever. 2 tanks just going at it. For 6 hours they're fighting. Trading 1 HP each attack.
At least it's been, I think, a lot of interesting decisions being made here, though, right? Like,
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's been a great game. It's been very interesting, very like ticky tacky, very technical, tight. It's great. So I think if Schmidt was here, he probably would have like did some self harm at least 20 minutes ago, maybe even an
I
hour ago. So
like this. Walk, maybe get an attack in, and then go to your home portal to flip that. Yeah.
yep, for
Or
sure.
maybe not attack, because you can maybe just push Strange through, so you get the easier flip. I don't think
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can just kind of
I don't know if you
suck him right through or whatever. So
can. I don't know if
he
he's got
still has to
enough
spend his
room. Okay,
power.
there you go.
Yeah, I do like that he's using the Konami code to be within range and do if he decide.
Hmm.
So
All right, we have an attack coming in here. I'm assuming on
I
Strange.
think Daredevil does still have to spend his power to go through that. Looks like he didn't spend it quite yet.
Oh yeah, maybe he just
Okay,
didn't.
there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, he just did, and
because
then
he
he
only
got it
poked
back.
one
Yeah.
damage through.
Yep.
I didn't see, and now we're gonna see the flip.
Nah, beans.
All right, now the pressure's really on Deaton. You're hoping to maybe
If
generate.
you're Jeremy here, do you just try to kill Bill and just like lock in like a pretty good scenario advantage?
Hmm.
Because if you can go up 5-1 or whatever, you're feeling real nice going.
I mean, do you have to kill Bill? You could just take what?
Well, because what you could
You
do
could
is
hit and
like if
run,
you
and
yeah,
then
so you like kill yeah, you attack Bill, hit and run, and then just shoot him again, and like hopefully like kill him, and, like base him.
because you could also go for that north secure and try to flip that.
I think you
After,
do both, right? Because with hit and run, you can definitely get to that one pretty easily. I'm pretty sure you're in range. So you like hit and run, attack Bill, and then just move
oh
away.
yeah, looks like you. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
you definitely get there. Yeah, and you get to like kind of do both, and then you can just like, and that also like turns up the opportunity for Mystic Ward as well too. So Deaton can't even
Um,
do anything to like delay that
yeah. So
because it's active, right? And if you kill the last activation,
yes. Well,
so
yeah. I don't think Deaton. So Deaton only has one model that can play Mystic Ward right now. It's Doctor Strange. He could get the center point with that.
yeah, assuming yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and well, actually, I like this too. Why not just take some shots in there, Daredevil? Maybe you get lucky and you get the extract off of him.
You could potentially yeah, but if he does, if you deal 2 damage and you get like bonked, I don't think he could possibly kill you.
Can he walk and be
Especially because
within
if
range
you
too?
you can yeah, he
Yeah.
was within a long stick, but I
Okay.
guess he couldn't possibly kill you, right? Because you, if you're dealing him damage, which is giving him power, you're giving him a hex too, and then you know max 5 dice means can't die,
Yeah,
even on
and
like worst case scenario.
where is his strange? Which strange? Okay, his strange is also within range 3, which means he can buff his dice.
True. Yep.
So it seems unlikely. The ball's definitely in Jeremy's court. I think him having prio every round has been very relevant.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He's going to go into Bill
Okay.
here.
Looks. Yeah. Makes sense.
If successful, probably closes the game out.
It feels pretty good. Well,
No blocks on Bill's side. Big hits coming in from
yeah,
Nobility.
I think that's lights out for the boy.
Sure is. Oh, recal.
Yeah, we're going with this. We're
So,
going.
all right, the vodka blitz special.
Yep. Well,
Oh, much better. Where's
dang.
Simon? He was in there earlier.
Yeah. Yep. All right, yeah, go back over to point. Go home.
There was a big conversation about this the other day in Danger Room. Where's Ghost Deer and Simon to see that? All
Did
right, are we?
Yandu not pull his power for the hit and run, or did he just take 2 actions? Oh, he just took 2 actions. Okay. He didn't hit and run. He just attacked and
Just
then
attacked.
ran like a normal person, I guess.
Yeah, well, right now we've got all 3 secures to Nobility side. We have a beta ray build to go, but he's got no power, so he's got a punch here to generate. He's got a punch
Yep.
through Doctor Strange, who's got power to buff his dice. And Bill's staggered, so he's only got 1 attack to do this.
Yep.
It
Yeah, this is
doesn't
the fastest
feel
strange
great.
buff I think I've ever seen. Yeah. All right, strange. Calm down, buddy.
Strange blocking 4, Bill not doing enough here. Uh,
Yeah, I
Jeremy's
think.
Doctor Strange can Mystic Ward the Sender. Yeah, he's going to choose to do
Yep,
so.
that makes total sense.
Cut
Yeah,
the lead
I think you
down.
do that.
But Jeremy, as of right now, is going to be going up, what, 12 to 8?
It's 4-1 currently. Yeah, so it'll be a 12. So
And given the pace of scoring and Yandu and Blue Marvel being bundled up together here, it's going to be really difficult for Deaton. Nobility's got the prio again.
yep. Yeah,
My,
I think this is finally the time when you cash in on Strange.
it's been a while since we sat through four wide, 5 to 6 round games where teams bunkered up and were relying on six threats to control the game.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But we're back, baby.
Yep, we've done it. Come full circle. So,
To
all
be
right, yeah,
fair,
this is
both players did opt into this, right? It's a
they did.
it's a
Yes,
choice
they
that
did
was
choose
made.
this.
There's no researcher in the game anymore.
Yeah, would they be playing researcher if they could? Probably. Okay, yeah,
Shang going into Doctor Strange here.
we're gonna try to kick him in the head. Makes total sense. Great kick. Uh, that's enough. Yeah, he's got to go for the glory. Not quite.
Nope. So Strange goes down. It limits his activations.
Yep, that's exactly what you're doing here. And you're going to probably go again into push away Marvel, get him off the point, and then punch Bill. And hopefully you can take him down too. And then you're feeling real nice. So even if you don't like get him, and you just like stagger him, I'm feeling pretty good about that. So okay, the weird little nutsack has stopped another one.
All right. And Shang-Chi's going to take another punch here.
Yeah, I think you just go Bill. Yeah, just try to put him up, put him down. And then go for the flip afterwards. Just to like put the pressure on and like strain Bill even more. Yeah,
All
makes
right.
sense.
Shang into Bill. 6
Yep.
into 3. Are we considering a sacrifice here into Blue Marvel? I think we are.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Bill's not gonna die to this.
Just means that Shang is going to end up
Well,
stabbing.
technically I guess he could die to this, couldn't he? He's not, but okay.
Uh,
1 point. Haha. You really can't push Bill off. I guess you just sit there.
you could push Blue Marvel, stagger him further.
The nutsack will probably
Oh,
stop him
true.
and the angle. Yeah,
Instead, he'll go for the point, which he gets. No skull.
crushed it. Nice.
All right, so the pressure's on Deaton.
Yep. Yeah,
Only
things
3
are feeling.
activations. Not a lot he can do here. Go out swinging with Bill.
Yeah,
Not a
have a
bad hit.
try.
3, blocking 1. That's
Yeah.
enough to get him, so we're
Exchange
going to go
roll everything.
back to the bank.
Whee.
And he blocks it all. Doctor Strange is a
Legend.
fun and interesting character. Strange is going to
Yep.
buff his dice again. Bill accomplishes nothing that round.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that was fortunate.
I'm not sure Deaton could have done much else this game to have influenced how it's going outside of maybe his choice to bring Daredevil, which Mike calls out in the chat.
I thought Daredevil's been pretty good this game. He's like been fast. He's not like done a lot of like he's been kind of like the homework guy and has done a pretty good job of that of like just bouncing around doing pay to flips and everything and like getting just enough power to like do what he needs.
Yeah,
So I think Bill is or not Bill, but I think Daredevil has been totally fine and like a pretty good home for like the extract as well. So
Strange going into Bill.
yeah, pretty easy to get. Okay, well, die, Bill.
What, heal yourself now? Or maybe you try to
I
activate Daredevil?
yo probably
Because that would be cool.
yeah. Even if you just stagger Daredevil, you're totally fine with that too.
Yeah, just limiting options. I mean,
Yep.
alternatively, you could just pop through the portal and just set up your bunker to close the game out. You still have a Mystic Ward on deck, so you can Mystic Ward Daredevil's Point, pop through and protect your Yondu and your Blue Marvel.
You could. You'd need one more super power of Deaton's to like make that all possible. But I guess you have like a whole other attack too, right? So more than likely you'll get a shield somewhere there. But hear me out. You throw the spender at Daredevil, and you roll a shield in
Yo,
addition
we're
to
doing it.
everything else.
All right, we're doing the cool
And
thing.
then you get to go through the portal.
All right, 6 dice, hexed. Will we see the KO or the activation? Ooh, reroll
Yeah, he's
immediately.
already going. Yeah. Ah, so close.
All right, he pokes no damage through, right? So it means Daredevil can't punch him back.
Nope, just a stagger and power badge. Great, cool. Love to see it.
All right, that was the cooler play, but probably popping back through the portal to protect your Yondu and Blue Marvel.
Oh, did he forget about the power of the stagger on Daredevil?
I think he did. All right, Blue Marvel into Blue Marvel.
Okay.
5 wilds. A very Curtis roll of him.
Yeah.
Poking
Okay,
through
well.
3. Currently re-rolling on Nobility side.
Yep. Might as well. Probably pick up one of these at the okay, or not.
Well, now you can throw Yondu out of range to avoid the sacrifice and the Pirate's Call or whatever it's called. So that's not bad. Yep, we're going to see that here.
Yeah, throw him out of sacrifice range. And if you can blow up Blue Marvel, you at least have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, Yondu could just walk and pick that up, but it does give Daredevil an opportunity to try to close it out with his 2 actions that he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Big blots on Nobility
Wow.
side, though,
Yep.
unfortunate.
And not this time.
That just leaves only Daredevil to go for Deaton. A tall order for him to be able to generate the actions and the power to be able to stop Nobility from scoring 4.
Yeah, Marvel has enough power now. You can just like walk through, throw Daredevil off the point, and then go through the portal, throw him off, and then just take a shot for fun and coolness. I guess.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
yeah,
GG.
he calls it. Yeah.
All right, let's show the players.
All right, sounds great.
Last round was rough.
Gentlemen?
Yeah, I mean, I think
got
I thought so. I knew you would take Yandu, and I was like, okay, so I don't want to take Shang into 3 models that beat his ass, and then it's like, oh wait, it turns out it's meteors, and it's fine because it doesn't matter. And so that was sort of the first mistake, and then I made a couple build mistakes that were pretty bad.
What were the build mistakes you'd identify?
Number 1 was the throw.
Oh, we hit the
So-
nutsack or whatever. Yeah.
Oh,
So the
yeah.
throw here was like, and then I tried to like fit through the other direction, and I needed to just throw him in the same direction because he ended up being on the portal, and that gave it strange shit to do. With that activation, and then the recal was like maybe the dumbest recal that's ever been recalled on the last round. Just die and take prio, and then kill him and have control of the score this round and next round, and then you're probably fine.
The problem with that is, though, I called out at that moment that it was a good idea because Simon hates recal, so I'm not sure I like that line of thinking. But
yeah,
in hindsight, that does make sense. Your argument, fair enough.
So if Bill takes a damage there, like hindsight is 2020. If he takes a damage, it's fine because then I can flip a point, right? If he takes 2 damage, it's also fine because then I can flip 2 points. But the worst case scenario is so bad. Like the last round, I had some outs, but the game was lost when I rekilled. Well, and then playing Daredevil is never good. Which
See, I didn't hate the Daredevil pick, to be quite honest, because he was
Um,
like kind of your scenario doer guy. He's like pretty tanky into
the
like
theory
most
is cute.
of the models. So I don't know.
The theory is very cute. I think he's just an atrocious model that, like, yes, he can like run around and flip, but like he did that, right? And he can't like flip over people very well here. So like there are
That's fair.
scenarios where I think that's fine. Meteors is not one of them. Just play Shang and Bill and move on with your day. Like because
Sure.
the Shang was the MVP here. He won the game
Yeah,
essentially.
Shanger's was great or whatever. Yeah, just being able to
Right.
like stagger all of the hex stunned models was perfect. So
Yeah, and it's
just
like
let him do nothing.
he's going to get him at some point, and like the staggers, obviously they are bad, right? Because when your dice are this bad, like not
Yeah,
my dice,
when everyone is like wet
insanely,
noodling
when
or
they're
whatever.
set
Yeah.
up to be this bad,
Yep.
then you also are moving things incorrectly, right? Like there are so many attacks here that's like, okay, you're hoping to do damage with Bill, you're hoping to do things like as bad as some of that was, it's like you just have to make the play and hope that it works out. But this list sort of snuffs out all hope and light and joy in the universe. So,
Yeah, we called that out a couple times or whatever. Just like watching both of you hem and haw into each other or whatever about like what the fuck am I supposed to do into this like brick wall?
yeah, it is. And so I think that's where a lot of it, like, I do think that in this matchup, like when it's such a mirror, like right, there's other character choices you can make here and change the way.
For sure.
But when you're 4-4, it is. I think having early prio is insane in this game because the 2-1 lead is really bad. Because you can't punch through anything, right? So like,
Yeah.
I got kind of close once or twice, and then you also don't want to give them fresh models because then they're 7 health instead of 1 to get through. So even if you get close, you don't really want to end it. So like, it's as much as I don't like mirrors, and as much as Portals makes a chaotic mess of a map.
Oh, we loved it. It was great.
This is way more fun this is like the most fun mirror in existence to me because like,
this was an incredibly fun mirror to like watch and commentate. Like
yeah,
you guys
I mean,
did great. Yeah, this was a delight. So
yeah, and it's a smart game, and Jeremy obviously played it really well. And Yandu was my Shang fear, right? And I should have just played him anyway, and then just gone and killed something with Shang. But
yeah, he like generally
you
takes
learn.
one bad attack, and then after that, he's like up and in Yandu's chilly, and it doesn't matter as much. So
it's like always scary. Like I think it's worth it to bring him in the mirror most of the time, just because like the extra displacement is so massive against an opposing strange or blue marble, and the stuns help too, and the random staggers, of course. But like with this many portals down, like Shang isn't safe anywhere on the map, right? Like you can just teleport and be out of 4 of him.
So I agree. Like I think it's another thing where prio is weird, right? Because like maybe like I have to play portals because I can't let you have the mobility advantage, but like the Yandu is the decision factor there, right? Like Strange and Blue Marvel into Shang, whatever.
Yeah.
Yandu cranks it up and it's like, oh shit. And so if I'm down a model because I don't have Yandu in the list in the terms of the Shang matchup. So that was my fear, and what better time to practice figuring out if a model is good than in the finals of an event.
Yeah, it's the best time to do it.
So I will state publicly that Daredevil is one of the worst models in the game, and I hate him so much. And if Johnny hadn't forced me to play list lock, I would have
forced you.
kicked him out of the list today.
You made these choices a week ago or 5 weeks ago, and you have to live with them.
I didn't
I'm
set up
sorry.
the rules. I did not set up the rules. I almost kicked him out of the list and took the loss anyway because I hate him that much. I've learned that in 5 weeks. I absolutely.
Okay, well that's good. See, you learned something, and that's the entire point of these tournaments.
No, it's great. I mean, look, like this was a great game from both a quality of play perspective. Jeremy's obviously good. I'm monopolizing all the talking time, but he's a great player. It was good to get this game in, learn what was going on, and that's all you can hope for. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Jeremy, congratulations. You've doubled your Lunchmeat titles. How's it feel?
We're getting up there. Yeah. Getting up there. Feels
Slowly
great.
but surely. Yeah. So, speaking of Lunchmeats, the new one is posted. Come join people's. Get out there. Do it up. It's starting in 2 weeks from now because I'm going to be in Japan and I'm not going to play a game while I'm in Japan. So, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for letting us stream.
Yeah. Thank you. thanks to Deaton. It was a game. I hate the mirror tube, so I won't say I enjoyed my